I was chilling with a friend of mine and he's not very feeling good about himself. He fell in love with a whore, complaining about his love life, and I was trying to listen to him while I'm bored. So I decided to enjoy his company and light one cigarette because I didn't saw any issue in that. But I smoke one cigarette every 2 minutes at that night. But it's nothing more than a habit and I want to prove it to you in 3 simple steps. So it's just a good habit, and whether it's good or bad, it really doesn't matter. Only thing that matters is if you have to learn a new skill or not. So basically what this guy is trying to say is, okay, here's you wanting to learn something, and like, let's make this guitar. If you pass this area, you're gonna learn guitar and voila, you're gonna become Kurt Cobain. Simple as that, right? But to make this analogy, you have to pass a fire because you never play guitar in your life. It's just the first time you touch it, even it's wood. So you have to practice, and this fire represents the pain you're gonna feel. Basically, your hand's gonna be bloody maybe, and you have to practice every single day, which is painful. But if you do that, you're gonna learn it and you don't have to basically. When it comes to habits like smoking, which is bad habits, you're already in this fire. You're just burning your skin alive, trying to find a way out, and don't know what to do. There's a wall which you bash your head all the freaking time. But in my case, there wasn't a situation like that. I just smoked 60 cigarettes in just that night and didn't feel addicted. Why? Because there's no wall like that. So what do you mean by this wall? Let me explain it to you. This wall, what we call the wall of excuses. Well, excuses means an irrational thought about the thing you're thinking. It's that simple. And basically, excuse is just a belief. It's really simple. It's just the way we think, and beliefs form in 1, emotion, then 2, logic. You may claim yourself, I'm a logical person, I'm this, but hey, we only use 1% of our brain logical, we only use 99% of the time emotional side. That's why I decided to smoke, to enjoy my friend's company. It's stupid. Why do you do that? Why do you poison yourself? Because to make a friend feel good. Dumb. But I did it. Why? I was emotional back then. I was stupid. So does this mean you're stupid like me? Of course not, that's not the case. But if you're not aware of some problem, you're just gonna feel like out of control, and that's not a good feeling to feel in. That's why most of your time you're trying to say, I'm trying to quit smoking because it's a healthy thing to do. I'll save money, I'll save this, that, but your brain doesn't care. Your brain basically doesn't care about good, bad habits. It just only sees them as a habit and wants to adapt to spend less energy. Your brain doesn't care how you set your beliefs. It just basically sets the beliefs of irrational thoughts so you could adapt them to protect yourself any potential danger. But hey, there's no potential danger, right? We're literally living so safe lives. I'm recording this video in this room. There's no earthquake, there's no tigers, there's no caveman. I'm safe. But hey, we didn't change as human beings. And when it comes to pleasurable activities, we tend to do so. As human beings, we seek pleasure, avoid pain. That's pretty much it. So that's why some of us started smoking at first hand, because they wanted to look cool in front of their friends. They wanted to feel dizzy maybe. So that basically means they want to amplify the pleasure, or just want to drink with alcohol, you know, smoke alcohol, mixation. So some of us wanted to escape. Escape, what do you mean? For example, my friend who fell in love with a whore, right? Which is stupid thing to do, but he tried to cope with the heartbreak. Like, that still is a girl, although she's a whore. So what's the last step? Basically, last step is torture. So let's say you think yourself, you're a piece of shit, you're capable of nothing. You just want to harm yourself until you die. And this is our third step, basically, harming yourself until you die. And cigarettes are a perfect option for that. Because basically, cigarette smokers are not gonna die until a certain age comes, but they're gonna suffer like crazy. That's the worst part, I'm afraid. So dying sometimes is a good option. Now I explained why I didn't get addicted, although I smoked 60 cigarettes, and why you or other persons are addicted because they smoked 1 cigarette or something. It's all about their beliefs. So how are we gonna counteract that? Well, there is one solution, one and the best solution. You don't have to look anywhere else. That's what literally any method does to you. Like, let's say you buy Alan Carr, you read in the book, and the guy always confronts the beliefs you got, right? Always challenges them. So basically, he forces you to observe and educate you. Simple as that. let's say you buy another book called Freedom Model. That's a pretty good book as well. They always confront the beliefs you got. Basically saying, I'm smoking because I relax. And Alan Carr comes, do you think it's really relaxing? And this like list bunch of evidences. So basically that's the first step. Become the 5-year-old, become the scientist, become the philosopher, become the god, like whatever you want to call, do this activity. Observe. That's pretty much it. What's the next step, you say? Why? So what does why mean? Basically why means questioning something's meaning. And once we observe that, let's say you're smoking because you're stressed, you observe it, you ask, why do I think like that? Why I think smoking makes me relaxed? Ask questions and literally allocate time and try to ask it 5 times. Because once you ask something 5 or more than that, your brain gonna get bored, wants to give the answer immediately, so he spends less energy to survive from unexistent tiger attacks. I just realized how old thinking we are, you know, like as human beings we evolved so much, but we didn't evolve as humans, which is weird. So the second one is decision. Basically what decision means, I'm making a decision, choosing something to do as an action. So you choose something to do as an action and it's going to become automatically most of the time. Why you say so? Because you realize the truth. We right now observe the problem, we know the problem. So if we make something unconscious conscious, like Carl Jung says, there is no need anymore, and it's gonna make you automatically take a decision. And I'm just gonna give extreme example. This is what you do if you want to smoke more. This is what you do if you want to smoke less. This is what you do if you want to drop smoking. This is what you do if you want to learn guitar. Why do I want to learn guitar? Oh, maybe I want to attract girls. Maybe that's my thought, that's my reasoning, right? And I make the decision, but instead learning something new is a different way to go. Just right. Practice here, then result. But on smoking, you don't practice anything. On any bad habit, you could just name this alcohol, for example. It's just saying, why do I want to smoke? Oh, because I look cool. And make the decision, grab the pack, light the cigarette, and get the reward immediately. So once you get the reward, you're bang gonna think, oh, this guy literally did something, spiked our dopamine. Remember this moment. Once we got cigarettes in our hand, make it remember, make it special. Make it hard him to not smoke. Totally break away from this cycle. That's the only. Then last step is, of course, the simplest. Quit. That's simple, pretty much it. But don't overwhelm yourself with cessation tools. Don't overwhelm yourself with the book choices. Just go with one thing which you love. And I'm saying you don't need that. But if you really, really, really want to go, just buy Alan Carr's book, just buy Freedom Model, Neuroplastic Habits, whatever. That's how you started smoking, and that's how you're gonna quit smoking. Now you know every knowledge you need to stop smoking, and if you want to quit smoking once and for all, there's a link in the description to book a call with me so we can handle the situation together. This is I2, and I know you're gonna make it.